Welcome guys to this patch video about the newest patch 8.2, which involves a bunch of new cool things. But first of all, before we get any further, there's a new gun, the MG3. This is an LMG similar to the M249 and the DP28. However, this one is airdrop exclusive, meaning it can only be found in airdrops. This gun is very special, and this is going to be the second time I'm going to fire it. I did just briefly test it, of course, but this gun has two different fire modes. One that will shoot 660 rounds per minute, which is slightly slower than the barrel or M416. And then it also has another firing mode, which is 990 rounds per minute, which is close to the same speed as an MP5K submachine gun. This gun also has a base damage of 41, something that was not disclosed in the patch notes, but I did do some tests of myself, and that is what I found. And since this gun has a bipod, we're just gonna go prone and shoot at the first car in fire mode 1. I did use the entire 75 bullets, and it did take some time to destroy this vehicle, despite that the damage against vehicles have been increased by 25% when using this gun specifically. So you're gonna do 25% more damage per bullet to a vehicle. Also, don't forget that there is a delay between when the vehicle is out of health and when it explodes, so this might be a factor here too. But let's try the faster rate of fire. And there you go. That is extremely fast, and this is very, very deadly. You're talking about somewhere between a Vector and an MP5K with the damage of a SCAR-L, QBZ, or similar. That is super deadly, and you're going to be shredding people with this. The problem, of course, is if you stand, because if I stand and shoot in a fast rate of fire, look at this. Look at the recoil. So, that is quite a lot of recoil, but let's also try to go crouch. Still a ton of recoil, but definitely better. The whole benefit of this gun is by far, as with other LMGs, by going prone. This is incredibly easy to control. Even for, super new players, very, very easy, and it's gonna shred people. But, of course, going prone does have a disadvantage. You might get spotted, and if you get spotted, you're an easy target, right? So, another thing that's pretty cool about this gun is that it does take high-end scopes, such as the 6X. And it does also have tracer bullets. Every 5th bullet is a tracer round. That is a tracer, so we're gonna not have a tracer here, and not there, and not there, and not there, and then we're gonna have a tracer again. Like that. So that means if you shoot far, you're going to be able to use the tracer rounds to help you with your accuracy. And the last 10 bullets are also tracer rounds. So that's what you saw. That's why there was a ton of tracers in the end there. The last 10 bullets are also tracers. And these tracers can only be seen by you, the user of the gun. So is it realistic to grab this gun, run around with it, and quickly use it as any other assault rifle? You know, let's imagine there's a guy sitting over here in the corner of this building. I'm running around the corner like this, and I instantly see him. I use a 6X, and then I shoot. Not really. Yeah, sure, you could do that, but that was incredibly bad. That was terrible, that recoil. If we then lower to the other rate of fire and do the same test. Definitely more manageable, but still really bad. So this is a niche weapon by the looks of it. This is a prone weapon. This is a weapon where you want to go prone every single time you can. And then if you go prone, you are gonna have a blast using this. Let's just imagine you're going into the quick rate of fire, and there's a guy standing at that tree up there. What can we do with this? Fully scoped in with a 6x. I mean, this is gonna be fun. That is definitely gonna hit some people, and with a base damage of 41, I mean, you're gonna strap people even quite far away. You're gonna be looking at 100 to 200 meter spray downs with this gun, and people are just gonna die super quick. So this is a niche of this weapon, and of course, also shooting the vehicles, because that is also specifically what this gun is aiming to do, be a vehicle killer. LMGs are also receiving a general buff that increases their damage against vehicles. The MG3, as we just talked about, does 25% more damage to vehicles, and the DP28 does an extra 15%, while the M249 does 10% more too. I like the idea of this, as it creates a niche ability in this weapon category. And since I am standing right here at one of the new docks on Erangel, I can no longer ignore what is going on, of course. This is one of the new docks, and this looks really cool. There's 4 new docks on Erangel, and this one specifically, though, creates a whole new compound in a very open area, making this quite a big change on Erangel. You got some hills as well added that is going to make it easier to attack this compound in specifically. Very interesting. We also have 3 other docks. These will potentially have hard programmed boats connecting them in the future, using the same tech as the train on Vikendi and the loot truck on Sanok. This image was tweeted out by a PUBG dev some time ago, also hinting towards this way of transportation. The final dock is on the south side of Sosnovka Island, again one that heavily changes how this area is played. This used to also be a very open beach, but now you have this compound, and this is going to change the entire dynamic on how easily you're going to be able to enter the island from this side using a boat. The M416 Sks and Kar98 have been remodeled, meaning that the base skins do look better. This is an upgrade, and yeah, they look a lot cooler. Nice. However, they also changed the sounds. And yes, this is, as you would have feared, not good. Listen to this M416. I don't even know what to say, guys. This is horrible. I hate this, honestly. I'm sorry. This is terrible. And listen to the Kar98. I'm not sure about this one, honestly. The M4, terrible. This one might be decent, but still, I don't understand why it's necessary to change these things. The Kar98 has a unique sound. And now you change that. I'm not a fan of that. And the Sks now sounds like this. What? This might just be a matter of me needing to get used to these new sounds, and over time, it will be better. But my first impression of these sounds is that I don't like them. The suppressed sound of the Sks, however, is decent. I mean, I can live with that. That's fine. They didn't change the suppressed sounds of the M4 or Kar98. Those are the same. We also got Decoy Grenades on Sanok, and only on Sanok. They will mimic the sounds of gunshots, and they sound like this. Oh! I'm gonna see if I can find another one so we can test if it does have a different sound than the M24. There it is. All right, that's a UMP. It also emits shell casings. But honestly, that did not sound very realistic. You're not going to be shooting like that. Only bots will shoot like that with a UMP. And there we go. Decoy grenade. All right, so that's a vector. Again, unrealistic shooting pattern, but I don't know. Interesting thing. We're going to see how it's going to work out over time. Along with the MG3 being added as an airdrop weapon, they're also adding C4 to airdrops, just as it was written in the original patch notes when C4 got added to the game. A pretty cool update for players enjoying TPP is that you can now hide your helmet. This will allow you to enjoy your skins more, but enemies will still be able to see you with a helmet. In order to use this, you have to enable the feature from the settings menu. I'm also very happy to see a good bunch of performance improvements. The game is often a stuttery mess, so this is extremely welcome. They are specifically, again, trying to reduce the stuttering. Very nice to see that this is their focus, as we've been dealing with this issue since patch 5.3 released back in December. And finally, we're now able to select our own lobby music, enabling us to select the good old early access lobby music. Apart from what I just went over, we also have a bunch of updates regarding UI, emotes, new skins, how the maps look when you press M, loading screens, and a bunch of more stuff. But I recommend that if you are curious about these, check out this stuff for yourself in the patch notes that I will link in the description below. And if you do that, you'll also notice a pretty big list of bug fixes. Very nice to see this. Keep it up, PUBG. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you guys next time.